fans and everybody, what's going on here? Caitlin Clark getting in the league, and now y'all want them to play touch flag football in the WNBA. You don't want them to hit nobody. You don't want them to elbow nobody. You don't want them to touch Caitlin Clark. What if they hit someone? They've been doing this before she got in the league. They've been hitting each other. They've been throwing elbows. Now I guess you want them to play tiddly winks. You want them to play Red Rover. I guess you want them to play Duck Duck Goose. Or maybe you want them to play freeze tag. Maybe you want them to play Mother May I don't know what you want them to do. But this is basketball. This is a competitive sport. They're going to get hit. Some cheap shots going to be taken. Some balls going to be thrown. Hey, just because they women, they are still competitive and they going to play ball because they trying to win and they trying to win the championship. Get over it. Caitlin Clark, she gonna get hit. Other rookies gonna get hit. It's a tough and rugged sport. They've been doing it for a while. They are competitors. Get over it. All you newcomers, that's just the way it is. It's called basketball competition. Just a doggone minute. See.
Picks, let's get it! Match up for the week, here's the scoop. Your boy Drone keep getting the loot. Underdog, who will prevail? Stay tuned, Drone about to tell.
Well, that wasn't Drone. That was Phil on first shot, boy. I tell you, I do it right. You on Drone's Big Dog Picks, boy. I'm Drone. And the first picture that you seen, that was Mr. Phil Townsend. L's up, baby. L's up. Go ahead, do it, Phil.
You know it.
All right, then in the bottom right, we got the resident genius, the producer, the host, the creator of everything, Mr. Vance Brafter. What's going on, Vance?
What's happening, everybody? Let's get it rocking, man. It's Friday.
And then we got coming in a little bit later, we got our resident touring comedian, Mr. Marc Howard, to be coming in. Hey, before we get started, y'all know what it is, baby. Y'all see what this is. I'm not talking about the four horsemen either. I ain't talking about Ric Flair, Arn Anderson, Tully Blanchard, and Ole Anderson. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about them lady Sooners, the softball champions, 4-Pete.
Boomer
Sooner, baby. Sooner. All day long, 4-Pete. How sweet it is, baby. You know how we do in Oklahoma. It's that Sooner magic, baby. Sooner magic all day long. Vance, you wouldn't know nothing about that, baby. You wouldn't know nothing about that dance.
But I will say, y'all are very fond of these white women here lately. 4-Pete, and then your just a doggone minute, Caitlin Clark. What's up with that?
Hold on. Tell me. Excuse me.
Oklahoma, y'all Oklahoma up in there.
Excuse me. No, that ain't got nothing to do with that. It's 4-Pete, baby. It's all about the 4-Pete, baby. It's Boomer Sooner. It ain't got nothing to do with no racial issue. It's about the 4-Pete. Hey, you never experienced that, so you wouldn't know. Right. You wouldn't know because you never experienced anything like that.
No, just
hey. Next year it's gonna be this, and we're just gonna say you can't see me, baby. All right, but just a doggone, let's talk a little bit about Caitlin Clark. Right now, the WNBA, everybody's going crazy. The newcomers are going crazy because they think everybody's picking on Caitlin Clark. Well, I beg to differ. I don't think they're picking on Caitlin Clark, but it's the media. Everything that happened to Caitlin Clark, everything that go on, they putting a highlight on Caitlin Clark. So it make it seem like they're picking on Caitlin Clark. But people, if you look at every game, people are getting hit and bumped in all the games just as much as Caitlin Clark. And then if you really look at her games, because I've seen a couple of her games, she's talking just as much noise. She's in the trenches. She's throwing bowls. She's doing the same thing everybody else doing. But because of media, everything that happens to her, because she's the new darling, everything happens, they putting a highlight on it. But now understanding, they're not picking on her. They doing the same thing in all the other games to every other player too, if you put highlights on them too. I get it. I understand it. But come on. Let's get real. What you say, Phil?
Well, what I say is that the media is so far into trying to create this and keep this run going with this Caitlin Clark media darling. See, you know, usually when you're trying to portray someone as that media darling, it would show, right? Like, say they're roughing her up and doing this and that. But as you said, she's initiating a lot of the stuff herself. So how do you make her more the darling, but try and villainize everybody else? And it doesn't matter what race the other people are. You see, you can't even make a true statement about Caitlin Clark without it being trying to attack her. And that's the sad part about it. But you know, getting back to like talking about the roughing up, you're right. Anybody that's ever watched the WNBA knows that it's been a physical game. Look what happened to Angel Reese. Up and slung down. Bob Costa said it best. The reason you didn't hear any continued stuff about it because it was black on black.
Yeah.
See, but with Caitlin Clark, it doesn't matter. Cameron Brink could rough her up, right? It's still going to be the chosen one that they're selected. See, here's the thing. I told you Cameron Brink would probably be my choice in getting, if I were picking who's going to be the best, the best overall player going, yeah. Right? The thing is this. Cameron Brink, when she has a bad shooting game or something, or is down, it's like, well, Cameron Brink, she had 8 rebounds, but, she only shot 33%. And then you get to Angel Reese, who's literally double-doubling it. You know what I'm saying? She's literally double-doubling it. And they say, well, yeah, she got 9 rebounds, 10, 11 rebounds, but she only shot 30%. She only shot 20%. But their superstar, and they say these words, the superstar, the phenom, the superstar, and I wanted to get the latest stats because I had the stats for last week, averaging 15.6 points a game on 35% from the field. You wouldn't say that. And then from 3-point range, which is the thing that draws all the attention to her, 29%. So I'm just saying, the girl that did the foul to her the other day, Carter, I think that's her name, right?
Yeah.
Carter said it, what I've always maintained and said. Angel Reese, did I not say she'd be still shooting and doing like she did in college? The thing that people are enamored with her about is her distance on the 3-point range. It's not making a 3. It's the fact she will shoot a long one. So she shoots 1 out of 10.
No, but the kicker thing now, what they're doing is they're making an excuse saying, well, it's tough on these rookies. That's why she's having a bad season, because the ladies, soon as their season is over, they get drafted and then they got to go immediately into the season. Well, what about the other rookies? They got to come immediately into the season too. So they're just as tired as Caitlin Clark.
Look, it's not like Breanna Stewart didn't have to do the same thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why
it
don't matter. It don't matter what the stats is, where there's Cordova, where there's Angel Reese, where there's Brink, Caitlin Clark, she can have a scoring average of 10 points, 5 assists, 2 steals. They're gonna give her
and 7 turnovers.
And they're gonna give her Rookie of the Year.
Well, not
no
only
matter
that, not only that, they took and moved her up to number 1 in the standing after she came off a bad game. And I'm just saying, people, media, you make people want to dislike her. That may very well could care less about her. Stop it. And then when someone said when she graduated, or when she came out of school, they were like, and she's a genius too. And of course it was like, all right, she was in marketing. It's not like she was in some astrophysics type of thing, right? And with that 3.6, that ain't nothing to sneeze about in whatever she's in. I don't care if it's tiddlywinks. But the whole point is, don't try and put stuff. Stop it. You don't have to do all the false building. Yeah. Caitlin Clark is going to be good. But
the crazy thing, this is what they're saying now. They say, well, her team sucks. Well, my thing is, she got the Rookie of the Year on her team, which is Aaliyah Boston. She has Nalissa Smith came from Bagel, which was the player of the year.
The running for player of the year.
So she don't have no Rudy boots on her team. Maybe the coaching might not be any good, but she don't have no Rudy boots on her team.
Yeah, but here's the funniest thing. When Nalissa Smith came in, look, she was all in on being right there at player of the year, right? And then look, but here's the whole point, right? Let me know when you heard them say, man, this team sucks. Why they got Nalissa Smith on it? Man, how is player of the year, number 1 draft pick, Aaliyah Boston? Oh, they need to get her off of this team because this team sucks. But as soon as Caitlin Clark gets on it, now all of a sudden they need to get her off of this team because this team sucks.
Yeah.
You see, and this is why I'm saying, stop it with the nonsense. We want to like Caitlin Clark. I like Caitlin Clark. Stop it. You make people like me and Jeremiah have to point out what she does. I said the thing that Caitlin Clark is going to be able to do is come in, get you that, because she cannot shoot the ball 30 times a game in the WNBA every game and get away with it because she's playing with other professionals. I told you the scoring wouldn't be there like that, but you would see her be able to do assists and rebounds. Now, the thing is, the turnovers are more than I'm sure anybody. But
the turnovers really don't shock me because, like you said, you're not playing against other college. It's like they wanted to vilify Diana Taurasi about what she said because she said you're not playing against little girls. No, basically, you're not playing against young women. You're playing against grown women, professional athletes, and that's what she's doing. That's what she's doing now. You playing against the best of the best.
But Jeremiah, here's my point though. Caitlin Clark is in a situation to where the media makes it that she can do no wrong. Do you know what they said? They said the reason she has all those turnovers are most probably because she is so precision at trying to fit her passes through a tight window that her teammates aren't expecting it or capable of getting her balls.
So they blaming the teammates now.
Yes, I'm like, stop it! You are killing me.
But that's the way it is. But my thing, I agree with you. I think she's going to get better. I think she's going to get stronger. Next year she will have more time off because she don't really have to play overseas because she's making enough money in endorsements where she don't have to go to Russia or anywhere to play.
Well,
So all she
ain't going to Russia anyway.
Yeah, all she have to do is train, get stronger, and work on her game because she don't have to do all the other stuff that other young ladies might have to do because of the endorsement deals that she has. So she's going to be a lot better. She's going to be able to get some rest for her body. And I think she will improve and be a lot better player next year than what she is now. But to say that people is trying to pick on her, come on now. Gino Auriemma, he gonna say, yeah, they pick. Come on, man. Ain't nobody picking on her.
Look,
the media is making it seem like people are picking on her because everything that goes on and what makes it so bad. This is what's making people upset. Her team is 2-9, 2-10. And you got a Connecticut Suns team that is undefeated. And all you're seeing is people focus on the Indiana Fever and Caitlin Clark's team. And so people are saying, what about us? We're doing this, and this is all you're focused on. What about us? And so this is what's making people think that she's been vilified. Here it is. You got the top two teams playing on Saturday between the New York Liberty and the Connecticut Sun, and you really don't hear about it. You got Asia Wilson done broke a record with over 35 points, 10 steals, something like that, astronomical numbers. They in fourth place, and you really don't hear about it. You hear about the Indiana Fever, who in 11, they only got 12 teams, and they're in number 11.
Yeah, but but the problem is this, and this is why I was telling you about leaving the media to drive something versus the league and doing it. Because think about it. Yeah, where Caitlin Clark goes, they're going to larger venues and selling out, right? But that in no way negates the fact that you should still not be advertising and pumping up all these other games. You see? But what they're doing is nearly a total neglect on the rest of the league to put everything in on Caitlin Clark. See, because what the media hasn't understood yet is that the only dynamic that brought Caitlin Clark into the scene is the distance on the 3-point. She's never been a good shooter.
No.
Never been a good shooter. That's not me hating, talking. I said it from Jump Street. It's the excitement that you get from her range. See, and that's it. That's why she can go 1 of 10. And when she hits that one, they're like, oh, God, Caitlin Clark, oh, my God, she stole the show.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah. But that's what, like I said, the good thing about it, there's eyes on the WNBA, which there should have always been eyes on the WNBA. I still don't think the media do a good job, but I still don't think the WNBA do a good job of marketing their sport.
Well,
when you have pillow fighting championships on ESPN instead of the WNBA, you're not doing a good job of marketing your sport.
Now, don't hate on Pillow Fight Championship. I talked to y'all about that a couple of years ago. I asked people, you remember I asked y'all, have you seen it? Oh, that's a headache waiting to happen. I'm going to tell you that right now. But the thing is this. You have to have a willing participant. Look, if audiences, at some point in time, it's just like the voter. The audience, the consumer there, they have to accept their responsibility that they aren't tuning in, that they aren't going to. You can't sit back and say how something should develop if you aren't actually doing something to help develop it.
Yeah.
Say, and that goes in with viewership. They're watching that. and actual attendance at the game. So don't sit back and just say they're not doing this or that. Well, so
well, that's why I say the WNBA has to do a better job of marketing their sport. They have to be the catalyst of marketing, and they have to give the media a reason why to market your sport.
See, my thing is this: they put the product out there. They do what they do with their limited funds. The whole big thing is funding and getting dollars. And so again, you got corporate sponsors that are willing to shell out the super mega bucks to the NBA.
Oh yeah, because this new TV deal is going to be worth billions.
At some point, they've got to be willing to throw a few of those dollars toward the WNBA. That WNBA is a product that has been around. They see it's only growing. So you have to ask, why are these corporations? Because that's who's kicking the dollars down and where you can do anything. And so it's like, why are they being hesitant and not kicking the stuff to do it? Because the more they do, the more they put in, look, the bigger the WNBA goes.
Because my view, I was in the barbershop today, and I said, man, you got this game this week between the Connecticut Sun and the New York Liberty. I said it's gonna be on Channel 8 mainstream TV on Saturday. I said they should have been advertising this game doing Grey's Anatomy, doing 911, doing every prime time TV show on ABC. It should have been airing, letting people know this game is going to be on Saturday.
Again, it's not going to make a difference because you're going to let me know how many times you hear Caitlin Clark's name and the super phenom, right? and you set up and it's like, really? But see, here's what the media does not have a problem with. They don't have a problem with, and to some extent, I know it's a get in where you fit in, but it carries a narrative. They don't have a problem casting Angel Reese them as villains. See, and Angel Reese them they're willing to go along with it because it's a matter of, like I said, getting in where you can fit in to get some attention. You know what I mean? Not just to you, but to some other people. And so when does that attention come? It comes at any point when somebody can be vilified versus just their play. Like I said, she's a walking double-double. And literally, and you're talking about her, she didn't do that good, but yet you're making someone else the phenom.
All right, y'all listen to TAAN TV, the African American Network, where we have a local feel and a global reach. You listen to Drone Big Dog Picks. We've been talking about the WNBA. We got Vance Bradford and Mark Howard coming back in. All right, let's talk about some let's talk a little bit about NBA Game 1 last night. It didn't go the way a lot of people thought it was going to go. You had the Boston Celtics came out victorious. They basically Kristaps Porzingis came out and he put his foot on people's neck and basically choked them out. But the thing about it, Jason Kidd made some adjustments, and once Jason Kidd made some adjustments, Boston really only outscored Dallas by 3 points, but Boston jumped out to such a big lead, it was too late. So do you think those adjustments that Jason Kidd made, do you think it's going to carry over to Game 2? And we're going to start with you, Mark. Do you think those adjustments are going to carry over to Game 2? Because I think Jason Kidd is one of the top in-game adjustment coaches in the NBA. What do you think, Mark?
I don't know. I think he's a good coach. He's smart. He knows basketball well. But like you said, the adjustments made it so that Boston only won the second half by 3, but they still won. So if that was the way they started and they're going to win by 3, that means they only win by 6 in the whole game. So, I think the adjustments come to help out, but also it helps when the team has a lead, because when a team has a lead like that, they're not as hungry as the team that's behind. So they let them get closer a little bit for a second, and then Boston finally settled down, resettled down, and took the game over. I guess I don't know if we're gonna make our picks beforehand. I know game 1, but I'd say it's right up. Boston's gonna win this series.
I like Dallas. I picked Dallas before the series started. I'm gonna stick with Dallas. I'm not gonna change my pick. I do like Dallas in this series. Phil, do you think the adjustments is going to still carry over to game 2, or do you think the adjustments not gonna make a difference?
Now, see, I'm feeling a little bad now because you almost called Vance and you were like, "Oh, Vance don't know nothing. Let me go see it." I mean,
I caught that too.
You caught that too, Mark?
And I for a second said I caught him slipping, but
Yeah. Hey, John, how you doing? Say, look, here's the thing. Jeremiah, I'm going to go with you again. As much as I want Tatum to get a victory, I'm going to pick Dallas to win the series, because I look at it this way. I'm not even counting kid and adjustments. I'm looking at 2 things. I talked about if Kristaps Porzingis played, what a difference maker he would be. And that was in the other series, right? Now, here, we're not going to see that Kristaps Porzingis every game. I'm going to tell you that right now. You can cancel Christmas there. 2, you're not going to see the Kyrie Irving that you saw missing all of those shots. Those were good shots. Those shots, actually, you're talking about going in and out. So many of them. So I think it really just a matter where it came down to where Kristaps overplayed and Kyrie underplayed. And for all that it is, I see Dallas winning the series.
Okay, Vance.
Wow.
Vance, do you think that the knock on Boston's coach is that he holds on to that 3-point idea too long? Do you think that he's going to make any adjustments himself, or are you going to stick with the game plan, which is to shoot over 53s?
Let me tell you something, Jeremiah, and I'm so glad you and Phil finally cut that conversation about them white women off. And
Man. Oh, here we go.
Secondly, let me tell you,
Angel Reese ain't white. Last I checked.
Boston is who we say they are. Watch the second game. Watch the next game. Boston let them come back like they always do. They got the big lead and let them come back. Dallas going to adjust. They got the better players. First of all, Tatum is a LeBron-ness likeness, no killer instinct. Jaylen Brown.
Hold on, tell me, how did LeBron get up in this? We ain't even talking about LeBron.
Oh, no, I compared the killer instinct. And Jeremiah, killer instinct in Tatum. Brown showed you that.
Now that's the guy that passed Jordan
Brown
and everything.
Right? Hey, man, can I talk?
Okay, go
Brown
and talk.
Still let him go.
Brown showed you he might be the dog, but he ain't enough. He's not enough. And like Phil said, I finally agree with Phil. Porzingis, that he probably shot his one load and that was it. So start next game and what's the point guard? What's the Holiday? He gonna wish he was on a holiday when Kyrie started to show up. And Kyrie just he was a little shook. But watch Jason Kidd and the Dallas Mavericks come back. The only thing I'm a little worried about is my man's knee. If it's really bothering him, they're gonna be in trouble. Big Blue.
Lord,
I don't necessarily think Kyrie was shook. I just think he was just missing
I
shots.
can tell you right now, he was not shook.
He was just missing shots. That's all.
His head. When I say shook, I'm not talking about physically. I'm talking about it was in his head. It was
Oh
in his
my
head.
God!
Yeah.
So look, hold on.
Well, why didn't he show out?
Kyrie
Why didn't he show out then?
Kyrie
Oh, I'm sorry, Vance. I forgot. Wait, let me get this right.
Go ahead.
Mark, let me get this right. So when you have a bad game, somebody's in your head. That's what you're saying.
Wait a minute. Hold on, Phil. We didn't talk about if you have a bad game. We're talking about this game.
You said they were in his head.
But Kyrie had bad games in every series he's had bad games.
And there's a reason why, right?
Too.
And when you have a bad game, isn't there a reason why? Isn't there a reason why?
He just had a bad game. Everybody have a bad game. Even Michael Jordan had a bad game.
Yeah, but there's a reason why. You just don't come out.
The reason Michael had a bad game, Scotty took the night off.
He didn't come to the game saying, I'm gonna have a bad game.
The reason Michael had a bad game because Scotty took the night off.
Stop, Phil. Stop. hey, look. I'm gonna say this.
Well, y'all so sad because LeBron.
Hold on. Let me say this.
Okay, what you got to say, Mark?
So the fact is that one, he missed 2 3-point shots, and he's a good 3-point shooter, wide open. So now all of a sudden it's shook. Whatever, man. Whatever you want to say. Also,
what was he talking about? He missed more than 2 shots. What are you talking about?
No, I'm not. I said he missed 2 3-pointers wide open with nobody near him. All right. So now the point though too is y'all talking about he won't have a bad game like that. Neither will Jason Tatum like that.
Jason Tatum didn't have a bad game.
Oh, yes, he did. He had a bad
No, he didn't.
He had a bad shooting. He had a bad shooting
points.
Game.
No, he didn't have a bad shooting game either.
He had 16 points. He shot under 50%. That's a bad shooting game. I think he did a lot of other things to contribute with the rebounds and assists, but otherwise shooting-wise, he had a bad game. He shot under his average, well beneath his average. Well beneath his average in the playoffs.
Well, think about
Jaylen Brown didn't score that many under. So don't sleep on Porzingis. That was not a fluke.
I didn't say it was a fluke. I said you will not see that game repeated.
Well, the thing about Tatum.
He might score more than 20.
Well, the thing
I'm
about
not talking about the scoring. I'm talking about all of his other stuff.
Well, the thing about Tatum has learned over the years that when I'm not good at shooting, I can contribute in other ways. In past years, Tatum didn't understand that if he had a bad shooting game, he was out the whole game.
Right,
now he's learned that if I had a bad shooting game, I could contribute in other ways. And a lot of times that gets towards the end of the game when it really counts, that gets him back into the game where he might hit 2 or 3 shots in the row when it counts. So, but I agree with Mark. Tatum might not have a really bad game like he has, but I think Brown is the key to this series. Brown is on a mission because Brown is trying to prove a point right now. He's trying to prove a point because everybody's been saying that he everybody been counting him out. He wasn't picked to be on an All-American team, all defensive team, all this, NBA, all NBA, and all this stuff. So they've been counting him out. So he's trying to prove a point. And
that's fine. I think he's just doing what he's doing because the simple fact is the only people that he had to worry about proving something to did that. Boston with that contract because he's getting paid.
But he still ain't proved nothing.
But it's going to be interesting. I don't think this series is going to be a 5-1 series. I think this series has a possibility to go 6 or 7.
It's going 5 at the most. And I'm gonna tell you something, Vance. Maybe Jaylen Brown don't prove nothing, but you prove something every week.
I still do. That you three, that you three are just saying.
All
Y'all
right,
just y'all number two.
talking about basketball before we go to football. Let's talk a little bit more about basketball. Hurley, do you think the Hurley to the Lakers? He visited with the Lakers today. They claim it went real well. They haven't came out and said whether he took the job or not. But do you think it was just a way for him to get a bigger contract with Connecticut, or do you think it's a legit, real deal? The word is that LeBron told the Lakers, do not get a coach for me. Get a coach for the future of the Lakers. What do you say, Mark?
I mean, I believe that. I mean, the fact is, LeBron knows he's going to do what he's going to do regardless who's coaching, and in that sense, you want to redevelop because if you're going to get a young coach like that, inexperienced to the pro game, then that's not for LeBron, you know. And so, I think for Hurley, I don't know if he flew back to Connecticut, then it's looking like he probably won't get the job. I mean, you said Jeremiah, you said they said it went well. You said it like you are you thinking the Lakers are lying? You that they were lying?
I don't know. You in LA, you
I mean,
tell
it was quite your state, your tone was quite suspicious.
me. All
Like, damn.
right. I don't
You know,
know.
I don't know. I'm looking at this and I'm telling you, um, I think the Lakers as an overall organization, I think they're in trouble. I know Jim Buss screwed stuff up, but I think on the back end, they're slowly messing stuff up. They just don't. Either that, they just can't handle it with LeBron. Because here's the thing, this was the same thing with Kobe, and Kobe stayed too long. And maybe LeBron may be there too long or whatever they're trying to appease around there, but I think they're dropping the ball. What is the problem with getting a veteran? They dropped the ball years ago when they messed over Ty Lue, and they really just haven't gotten it right
Woo,
since.
boy.
As far as
LeBron
as far as the
stayed too
coaches run.
long.
Excuse me, Vance. Let the knowledge through.
What
Um,
knowledge? LeBron
No,
stayed too long.
it wasn't the point of LeBron staying to him. It's the point of they
Knowledge.
they allowed him to do some of the choosing. The Westbrook didn't help, and then by them not getting Ty Lue and allowing Ty Lue and then saying allegedly that Ty Lue wasn't going to be allowed to pick his coaching staff.
well, they said that's what Ty Lue turned it down for. Plus,
Yeah,
also, it wasn't a 4 or 5 year deal. It was only a 3 year deal.
yeah, and
I think they came in. I think what the other room is. I think that Genie and all of them, they were wanting to seize control themselves or show moxie by saying, "Oh wait, no, your guy ain't gonna be here like that and be able to run it because it ain't." I think Ty Lue was never their guy, but we'll give him 3 years, and then Vogel took it,
and
because yeah.
I agree with you, Mark. I think the people want to blame it on LeBron.
No, man.
I'm not saying that he don't
Woo!
have any kind of fault in this, but I think there's enough fault and blame to go around, all around, from Jeannie Buss to the I forgot, I can't pronounce, Rob
Pelinka,
Pelinka to
and I think Rob
LeBron
Pelinka started
and
getting more credit
AD.
than he deserved.
Yeah, I think there's enough fault to go around. It's not just LeBron. I think it's a lot of them. And I agree. I think LeBron know he only probably got 2 more years left.
Woo!
And so I can believe him saying that, hey, y'all need to get a coach to fit AD, not me, because I'm out of here.
Well, not only just that, he's like, I can work with whomever, and if it really comes down to what gets done out here, I might have the last say so any damn way.
Yeah. LeBron understood they really wasn't listening to him when they got rid of Dawg. When they said they wasn't re-signing, wasn't getting Dawg, he threw up his hands with the coaching stuff. He threw up his hands with the coaching stuff when they told him they wasn't getting Dawg.
Right. Which to
What
me,
you
for the
what you
long
say,
haul,
Phil?
right.
You know, I know Vance is probably tired of you having him go last, and then he comes up with a bad answer.
Who cares? Who cares?
You sure you don't want to put Vance in between sometimes?
Go ahead, Vance. We'll let Vance go. Go ahead, Vance.
Yeah,
Let
say
me
your
tell y'all
dummies.
something, man. Phil didn't want to go because he got nothing to say because he know how
Oh
terrible.
no, Phil got plenty to say.
Yeah, LeBron, you're garbage. The Lakers is garbage, and if they want to go get Hurley, well, it don't make sense to me. You know, what is he? He gonna be the great super coach that's gonna come in? First of all, you got to have the players. If you don't have the players, they ain't gonna do nothing. They don't have the players, and one of them is LeBron. He needs help, a lot of help. That's it. AD so suspect. AD finally played 70 something games. And watch next year. He probably played 40, 45, or whatever. So, you know, AD is a garbage and y'all gonna make him the face of I guess of the Lakers now. He's the future. That's terrible. AD, I would never have him my main guy. Never.
Hey, Phil.
Never.
Before you go, let me say something
Never.
real quick. Let me say something real quick, Phil. Vance make the comment say you got to have the players. Do you understand that the teams that have went to the championship, their star players were developed players? They wasn't really no main cog players. They had to have coaches to help him develop. You want to know who helped Giannis develop? It was Jason Kidd. They had to develop Giannis. Giannis didn't just come in the league and be Giannis.
He was. Giannis never when it wasn't Giannis. Giannis is
When
What?
Giannis
Giannis.
came in the league.
He was
What?
always Giannis. They didn't start Giannis.
No.
What
Oh
it
my
changed?
God!
No.
What it changed
Man!
with Giannis? Tell me,
Oh
what it
my
changed?
God!
Hey, just a quick
See,
second.
What, he
Jeremiah,
can shoot a little better, but
did
where's
I
this
not
game
tell y'all
change?
Vance wouldn't disappoint?
Yeah, where's
Just,
this game
just,
change?
Do
just a
you
quick
know
second.
that Giannis's
Phil,
first few years in the league, he couldn't even lift weights to get
hey,
off
Phil,
the bench?
hey, Phil, let me say this real quick. Hey, to the fans, this is why we say what we say about Vance. Now if you didn't know before, you know now. Go ahead,
Tell
Don.
me. Well, tell
Vance
me, you
think
ain't
Giannis
saying
came into
nothing.
the NBA
You
and
ain't saying
no,
nothing.
well,
Y'all
he
ain't saying
did.
all y'all
He,
doing is oh,
hold
ooh.
it.
All
He
y'all do is
did come
ooh,
in with his
ooh. Say
name.
something.
He
Give me
he
some
came in
facts.
with the name. He just didn't have the game, Vance.
Hey, Vance, do you know
His game ain't changed.
Giannis didn't
Oh
He's
my
have no
shooting
God.
better.
game?
He is
Oh my
shooting
God.
better.
Oh my
Giannis
God.
He
didn't have no game.
never could
Oh,
shoot the three. So he
oh
went
my
and
goodness. Oh my goodness.
started shooting a little better. But his
Oh
game
my
is
goodness.
downhill.
Oh my goodness.
Downhill. What is it?
Oh, okay.
It was downhill.
Jeremiah, I don't even want to answer going now because can we just move on? Because to
No, that's what I'm
football.
saying. There you
Oh
go.
my
You
God.
do that all the time. You don't say nothing.
This ignorance is killing me.
What is it? You ain't said nothing.
Hey,
That's
We
okay.
what
don't.
I'm telling
Hey,
you.
Van,
I
we
can't say
don't.
nothing if you're
We don't.
saying
Okay.
Giannis came into the league playing the way he played.
Hey. Let's move off that
You ain't
ignorance.
said
I
you
just.
ain't said nothing
Hey,
different.
hey, hey, Van. Hey,
Yeah,
Van.
we all
Hey,
said something different. We
hey,
all
Phil.
said you're
All you
lying.
said is he didn't.
Hey,
Anybody
Phil.
can
Hey,
say
Phil.
that.
Hey,
You
Phil.
say yes,
Phil.
I say no.
Trust me. Let me say this real quick. I just saw a news drop here. Real quick. I know we transitioned
There
to
we
the
go.
football anyway.
There we go.
Randy Gregory
Yeah,
is suing
I
the
just
Yeah,
seen
Broncos,
that.
yeah,
claiming discrimination.
yeah.
Claiming
Right. Saw
discrimination.
that. I saw that this morning.
I just saw that drop down.
$532,000.
That's about that's about
Oh,
right. That's about right.
over $532,000 of fine. He was fined. He wasn't even there that long, and they fined him $532,000 in fine.
Yeah.
He wasn't even there a full season.
I'm trying to figure out what he do to get them fines. Anyway, that's more silly than you know who. Anyway,
look, they wouldn't even been paying Randy that much.
He said for taking medication containing THC for disabilities. Oh Lord. Okay, Vance, we finna go to football, man. I can't.
we'll let you off the
man.
hook, man.
No, Vance got a mic drop on that one.
I sure did, because y'all ain't
I
still ain't
can't.
said nothing.
I can't. Cause my
Vance
next.
think Giannis
Y'all on
played
the
5
remake
years.
of the Three Stooges, for real.
Cause
Vance probably think Giannis played in the league 5 years.
Cause my next comment was my next person I was gonna be was Jokic, and Vance probably think Jokic came in and wasn't developed.
Maybe 2 years ago. That's
Oh
why
my
Jokic.
goodness.
That's why Jokic was a second-round pick.
You know, I got to tell you, look, I keep coming every week and I say Vance can't come up with anything better. He can't come up with anything better, and he just does it. It's almost like he's sitting back the whole week saying, "Okay, I got to say something that'll top that nonsensical I said the week before."
We need the production to hit that little button when he talks, and then when he's done, you hear Forrest Gump. Stupid is, stupid does, sir.
Come on, Vance. Okay. All right. Y'all listen to draw big dog picks on the on TAAN TV.
I would love to see us take an IQ test. All 4 of us.
Y'all listen to Drone's Big Dog Picks on TAAN TV, the African American Network, where we have a local feel and a global reach. All right, fellas. We had mandatory training camp this week. Tua, he's lost weight. You got the afro, done took off the mustache and the beard and all that looking crazy. I don't know. You got the Eagles. They talking about the new defensive coordinator that they have and Vic and the new stuff that they doing over there with the new offensive coordinator that they have and what he doing with Hurts, and the coach is talking noise to the Giants saying that's why we stole y'all best player. You got Dallas still doing what they doing. Jerry Jones is, I don't know what Jerry Jones is doing. He holding off signing players. He waiting until the money gets so big where he has to end up paying more money. You got the Minnesota Vikings. They're signing Justin Jefferson to a $140 million contract, which is making him one of the highest paid ever non-quarterback player. The Cincinnati Bengals, they still haven't signed Chase yet, and it's rumor has it that they're going to pull T. Higgins franchise tag and might end up trading him, which would put $21 million back on the books for the Cincinnati Bengals, which is going to help them sign Chase to a deal. Fellas, what do y'all think Jerry Jones, through all this talking, do you think Jerry Jones is making a mistake by waiting this long to sign Micah Parsons and sign CeeDee Lamb? Do you think he's making a mistake? I'm going to start with you, Vance.
Oh, no.
Do you think he's making a mistake by waiting to sign CeeDee Lamb and Micah Parsons?
Okay, I don't know where y'all starting with me and the way y'all love y'all master. You know Jerry Jones don't care about y'all. He don't care about Dak, and he gonna pay when he want to pay. So whether he's making a mistake or not, Jerry's gonna do what he want to do, and he's letting you know. He letting you know what he feel about you. He letting you know, and y'all keep hanging on to Dak Prescott. He's showing you CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb's hanging out, not going to OTAs and mandatory, staying out of mandatory training camp like the dude do. We gonna see. I'm gonna sit back and wait. This is one of them sit back and waits for all of y'all on the plantation to see if y'all gonna get paid. Jerry do y'all like that all the time, and I know he don't want to pay Dak. Yeah, you know you don't want to pay Dak. I know wouldn't. I know wouldn't.
What gives it away? The way he didn't pay him on the last contract.
Okay, well, watch him this time. Watch him this time.
Phil, do you think Jerry Jones was making a mistake by not signing Micah and CD? By waiting to sign Micah and CD?
Look,
the dumbest I've ever seen.
I've always maintained
Quit stuttering.
you can count on Jerry Jones to
Mm.
part with more money than he has. He always loves for his star players to wait and always saying he needs to see more of something and waiting when he should sign them the year before at latest. See, now he needs to sign Micah Parsons. But no, he's going to wait. He's going to wait. Now he's already in that mix with CeeDee Lamb right now. Could have signed CeeDee last year. But no, he wanted to wait. Now, with Justin Jefferson signing, Jerry, you about to shell out some serious dollars.
So wait a minute, Phil. Hold on, let me say something. So are you daring to say that Jerry Jones is going to overpay?
No, I'm not saying he's overpaying. I'm saying it always costs him more money because he never looks to pay before somebody gets past that into that fifth year. That first round draft pick.
So he's going to end up having to pay them a lot of money, as opposed to what somebody before you said. I'm not going to call no names. Says he won't pay them.
I didn't say that. No.
You said you don't care nothing about Dak. So that's why
he makes y'all wait. He makes y'all on that plantation.
Jerry
pays when he wants to pay.
Hey Vance, if I said I'm gonna give you $1,000 right now, or I'm gonna give you $100,000 next month, what you gonna take?
That 100,000.
Okay, so you'll wait. Anybody will wait for more money, fool.
Okay.
And that's on. And I think Jerry Jones. I'm like Phil. I think Jerry Jones. He is his money. If he wanna wait and give more money away, that's on him. Because he gonna wait and Jamar Chase gonna end up getting signed, and he gonna get signed for more than what Justin Jefferson got signed for, and so he's gonna have to come in between Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase, and don't let Brandon Ayuk get signed. He gonna have to come up there too, because Brandon Ayuk can't touch CeeDee Lamb. So
let me say this to you. You're looking at this contract, especially Justin Jefferson. He's not just the highest paid receiver. He's up there close to quarterback money, right?
Yeah.
Now, right now, I wouldn't give a tinker's damn to be anywhere in the same room with Odell Beckham, because I know he hot as hell. When I tried to get this money, y'all tell me I was going to get receivers slotted money. And now these receivers is getting money comparable to quarterbacks. I know his feelings is hurt.
Right now, who need to be pissed off is Saquon Barkley then, because McCaffrey just got an extension, which put him up to close to average of $19 million a year. So, and here it is, y'all barely getting 12. Y'all held out for $12 million, and here it is, McCaffrey getting 19, and y'all held out and only got $1 million more. Y'all don't need to be upset, but I get it, and Jefferson getting guaranteed $110 million guaranteed. So that means $35 million a year, period, that he's getting paid.
Man.
Jerry's gonna have to come off at least $110 million guaranteed. And Micah Parsons talking about he want more than that. You better sign him now.
They'll get it. He'll get him done. And at that point, the problem is not about the money that he's going to pay. It's about where it's going to fit in the salary cap. So, and how the salary cap goes each year as it increases. But as far as what they're doing, I mean, we've lost some particular players, but we'll gain some others. And I know we're doing it. We're having a new defensive coordinator, so it's going to be a new style of defense. So some players are going to be gone because now you got to get the type of players that are going to fit Mike Zimmer's defense.
So, question: do you think that Michael Parsons' claim that him and Zimmerman is not really even talking? Do you think that's an issue?
I mean, there could be. I mean, did he say it with a point of? I don't know. Was it a quote, or did you hear him talk? Did he come with a certain?
No. I actually heard him. I actually heard him say it. He actually
did he sound like he got an issue, or?
I couldn't really tell. I don't know if he would. He couldn't tell if he was in joking, but he said they really don't really do a lot of communicating with each other. It's like he goes through other coaches to communicate with one another.
Well, that's what they do anyway. You right. You're really going through the.
You go through your position coach
anyway.
Right, you talk your position
well,
coach.
The way he made it sound is that that's not the way he wanted to be. The way Michael made it sound is that that's not the way he wanted to be. That they haven't really even conversated. Period.
But again,
he want to have more conversation with Zimmerman.
Well, you know what? Catch Zimmerman when he's leaving.
Yeah.
But could that be an issue? Do you think that can be an issue or a problem?
No, that's not an issue.
So. I don't think so, because at the end of the day, it's Michael Parsons, one of the best in the league, and the coach will go before you will.
Yeah, and look, as long as Michael's meeting with his position coach and doing what he's supposed to be doing, that's it. I don't see where it's going to be the big issue. That's like Vance. The reason he hates the Cowboys because Jerry won't answer his calls.
Right.
If Jerry talked to Vance, shoot.
That's okay. I don't want to talk to Jerry.
And Vance, you have a lot of players that don't come to train mandatory.
I understand that. Yeah, I understand
mini
that.
Camp. You got a lot of players that don't come to mandatory mini camp. Jamar Chase didn't come to mandatory mini camp. T. Higgins didn't come to mandatory mini camp. So CeeDee Lamb is not the only player that didn't come to mandatory mini camp.
Okay.
He ain't going to mini camp because he don't want to go.
Okay.
Oh, Vance knows that even when he was riding with Emmitt Smith.
Yeah.
So
that's when he was a Cowboys fan.
Yeah, I liked him. That was it when I liked him. They Michael Irvin. Yeah, I liked him then, but I never was a fan. I never liked him as a fan.
Stop it, Vance.
Well, I like good players.
Vance,
I like good players.
Vance, stop
I
it.
told you that.
We went out and you ended up getting some boots and had them branded with the Cowboy brand.
So another question I have before we talking football: Kansas City Chiefs are loading up on receivers.
Yeah.
Do you think this is going to put? Where do you think this is going to put them? Is it going to open their offense up even more? What do you think is going to happen? They're loading up on receivers.
I would say
and they're loading up on receivers that can take the top off.
Right, you get somebody with some speed and everything like that, but are they, still is their talent of that quality? And they still haven't gotten a top tier receiver. Only top tier receiver is the tight end Kelsey, which he's damn good enough. I think the only thing is only thing that really was a problem, and I'm gonna say it was a real problem, is that they had drops. Now, if you gotta have it where guys will catch the ball, then that'll rack up more yards. Maybe a few more touchdowns. Maybe some games won't be as close as they didn't need to be last year, that they won't be as close this year. But I would say this much: I don't care. And them younger receivers, the quarterback, everybody else is key parts of that team. They've been on the field much longer than a lot of people. Eventually, whether not to say they won't go again, but I think this year it's going to be really tough for them to get back there.
Okay. Before we get out here, one more. What team? We don't know anything that's going on because we haven't started training camp. Each person, what's that under the radar team that you have? Off the top of your dome, what's the under the radar team that if you had to pick one under the radar team right now, who would it be? I'm going to start with you, Vance. Who would the under the radar team be for you?
Under the radar?
Yeah.
Wow.
Do I need to give you the 32 teams in the league?
No, I ain't gonna give it a name. I'm just trying to think of a team that's under the radar. Under the radar.
Okay, look, give him time to think about it, Jeremiah.
Yeah.
Okay,
right
go, Phil.
That can win the Super Bowl?
Arizona Cardinals.
Stop.
Look,
You took mine, Phil. That's what I was gonna say.
Oh yeah, I will tell you. It is arrows all up for the Cardinals. I mean, you're working the backfield, you're working that offensive line. Oh my goodness gracious, Vance, what? I don't want to hear nothing about you wanting to hop on the train.
Never again, because I've been off since you and Kyler Murray anyway.
Who you got, Mark? What's your under the radar team?
Made me think there a bit. I had to go into it. I'm going to say under the radar, just as being under the radar, Atlanta Falcons.
I like that.
Yeah, I like that one.
Because
you still ain't got one?
Pick a team. You can always pick a team in the NFC South.
Vance, I'm just going to tell you right now, Vance.
Anybody can win that.
Vance, pick the Baker. Vance, pick the Baker.
Who you got, Phil? Who you got, Vance?
Under the radar.
Pick the Baker.
Damn, that could win it all. That could win it all.
No, they don't have to win it all.
Oh, I thought you said win it all. That's what
I said. Under the radar.
Okay.
They don't have to win it all, but under the radar, I mean that they're a team that's.
I thought you said under the radar and win it all.
I said nothing about win it all.
Okay.
Hey, Vance, ain't nobody
San Diego.
Think that hard, man. Go ahead.
San Diego.
San
Diego, they ain't even gonna tell you no more.
That's
very really under the radar.
That's really under the radar.
I mean the Raiders. I mean the Los Angeles.
Just name every team on the West Coast.
Not the
Just name every team on the West Coast.
The Chargers.
Okay.
The Chargers.
Okay.
So you want the LA Chargers?
The Chargers, yeah, LA Chargers.
I had the Arizona Cardinals like Phil.
Yeah.
I had the Arizona Cardinals under the radar.
Yeah, y'all
still you still believing in Kyler Murray, huh?
Yeah.
I just think with with picking up, they had a good draft. They have a nice receiving core. They have a nice little running game. Kyler Murray, he's more mature. The defense wasn't a bad defense. They didn't have a bad defense. They were very competitive in the games last year, especially when Kyler came back. I think they're gonna be very competitive in the West. Now will they win it all? No, but under the radar, that's gonna make some noise. Yeah, I think Arizona's gonna make some noise.
Look, hold it. Let's not act like when Kyler was healthy, he wasn't beating the 49ers. Let's not act like that wasn't happening.
Yeah, they're gonna make some noise. They're gonna make some teams sweat. I'm not saying they're gonna win it all, but they're gonna make some teams sweat. They're gonna make some noise.
Vance, I'm gonna tell you something on the caboose, so you can hop on.
Now with Arizona.
Vance,
well, you better take the Baker. You better take the Baker.
Vance, their second underrated team is Tampa Bay because of Baker Mayfield. You get the connection?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not Tampa Bay.
Hey,
No.
hey,
I'm far
hey,
from
I'm
no.
telling you, you better hop on the Baker if you don't want to.
I got the Atlanta Falcons winning that division. I'm far
No,
from no.
look, the Atlanta Falcons, look, you want to talk about somebody that's sad. Oh my goodness gracious. You just need, look,
You need somebody that can throw the ball.
Look, that was a perfect walking to for Kirk Cousins. That was a perfect walking to.
Maybe I'll go ahead and get Kyle Pitts on my fantasy team, and he'll actually give me some points this year.
Well, look.
Hey, Mark. I thought about the same thing. Maybe I'll pick him up. I picked him up 2 years in a row.
You can't post Kyle Pitts because they didn't have no quarterbacks. You know, it ain't like they had a quarterback.
Maybe 3 years in a row, he might give me something.
Look, Kyle Pitts is going to be a totally different player this year. You'll see that.
I hope so.
And especially with Michael Penix throwing it to him.
But all right. Hey, y'all been listening to Drone's Big Dog Picks on TAAN TV, the African American Network, wherever local feel on the global reach. Make sure y'all tune in Drone on to the Two Dog Show every Tuesday, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time on KBO on YouTube, Facebook. We supposed to be on TAAN TV. We're gonna get that worked out and get it right. We had Rocky Bright on.
What's the problem?
I don't know what's the problem is. We're gonna get it right. We're gonna work it out. We had Rocky Bright on last week.
You're looking at it now.
I'm saying, what's the problem, man?
I don't know, Jankford. If you come in twisting around, spinning, what you talking about? What you talking about?
You wonder what the problem is. Vance was out 3/4 of the show.
No, I stayed out because y'all talking about the white women. I stayed out. I just like, Lord have mercy, they having so much fun. I didn't want to interrupt you.
Stop it. Don't even try.
Hey, watch more WNBA. And before we got here, Boomer!
Sooner!
4 feet, baby. And we ain't talking about 4 horsemen. We
Tyler,
talking about 4 feet.
The Baker.
It's a sad day when the Sooner fans have to get their joy from the women's softball.
Women's softball. Boy, they had
to. I'm sorry. I'm sorry because our secondary product is great too.
I'm saying.
When OU football was doing something and basketball was doing something, you didn't even know they had a softball program.
Ain't our fault. Softball, baseball, gymnastics, tennis.
Come on now, y'all know. Everybody knows. Everybody knows the golf, the softball, the gymnastics. We got trophies out the wazoo. Wow. Championships out the wazoo in all of those.
Y'all naming lacrosse and tiddlywinks.
Ain't our fault that we
synchronized swimming.
Ain't our fault that OU stand for national champions.
All right.
Hey, I'm not just talking because I'm in the state. I'm an alumni, baby.
Yeah. All right now.
Peace out, fellas.
We out, y'all.
I'm out.
All right. It's the Dizzle.
Oh man, I don't know what's happening.
Man.